Let's have a good day today, guys. Let's rip it up.
All right, first shot, stairwell.
What it's all about.
Lawrence Silverstein had been working on developing a movie about free running, some kind of an action movie about free running, and they had an idea about some time bomb racing across town, and then they called me to come up with a story.
This was something that we started thinking of about a year ago, and Jeremy Sklar, Matthew Chadwick both wrote a fantastic script. We worked on it a long time, and just kept developing it, and got to the point where we thought it was really good.
Freerunner's an action parkour film centered around 8 free runners who live in this urban environment. They're craving to get out, and they're stuck in a high-stakes, deadly game of basically capture the flag, in essence.
The movie stars Sean Ferris as Ryan Carter, who is a free runner and is working to pay off his grandfather's hospital bills, and he's got a girlfriend, Chelsea, and they're trying to get out of town. The grandfather has a boat. Their plan is they're going to bet everything on Ryan and get out of town quick and fix the boat, and then they will sail away and live happily ever after. But life does not always go as planned.
A crazy man named Mr. Frank has locked these collars on their necks and is forcing them essentially to run a race through town where they have to come across 3 different scanners and scan their necks to stay on track, and whoever ends up winning the race wins $1 million. Now, everybody else ends up dying, because if you go off course, your head will explode, and if you don't finish the race, your head's going to explode. So it's a wild ride from start to finish.
It's a roller coaster ride.
If I go to the bridge, I'm dead. If I stop running, I'm dead! In 35 minutes, I'm dead!
Stop it! You understand? Stop it!
Sean's been phenomenal this entire shoot. He's been through the ringer on this thing, performing a lot of the action sequences and trying to hang with these parkour athletes who are beyond human.
Hey, I'm Sean Ferris. We're on the set of Freerunner here in beautiful Cleveland, Ohio, as you can see behind me, which is my high school hometown, by the way. It's good to be back. I'm here with an awesome crew and a great cast. I got Tamer Hassan, I got Rebecca DaCosta. We're just having a good time making a movie about some crazy parkour. These guys are nuts. All right, let me tell you. And fortunately, I've gotten to spend some time with Tamer Hassan, who is just he's a good guy. You know, he's an incredible guy, and I've learned a lot from him.
Jacket's going on, Tamer's going hot.
He's definitely one of a kind.
you run around blabbing my fucking business to anybody again, and I mean anybody, the free runners, the fans, I'm gonna punch a hole through your heart. That's what you did to me, right? That's what you did to me when you threw that comment out there today. Do I make myself clear? Look at me. I said, do I make myself clear?
You're crystal clear.
Tamer Hassan plays Reese. Tamer is amazing. Tamer is a big UK star, and we were super happy to have him. He knocked it out of the park. He's so great as Reese. And I think the thing about Reese is Reese gets into a situation that's kind of above his head, above his pay grade, and he doesn't quite know how to handle it. And he tries his best, and in the end, he redeems himself, and it's really, really fantastic. It's a great character. Tamer put so much into it, and we were so happy that Tamer was Reese.
Reese is he's an ex-heavyweight champion. He's come over from England. He lives in America now. He's got a boxing gym. He's a good guy. He originally Reese was going to be a bad guy, but he kind of developed him into like a Rocky-style character where he's a big figurehead in society. A lot of kids look up to him, and he's all about the help. He wants to help these kids get on. He's got an end game, and it goes wrong for him. He gets into something that's a little bit over his head, and he has to deal with that himself. What happens to the kids that he loves and trains and looks after, they all sort of start getting into bad situations, which obviously is down to Reese, and he's just trying to deal with that, and it goes bad for him at the end, very bad. The whole free running thing fascinates me, I've got to tell you, and the kids that are working on this show, they're the best in the world, and it's amazing to see what they do. And I think it's time that there was a film put out about these guys and what they do, so I'm here for that. There's this Brazilian princess in the movie. You've got to see her to believe it. She's 6'1" in flats. Amazing. Keep going. Keep going. Hey, come on, I'll show you. Look at this. Look at this. Have you ever seen anything so stunning? Look at it. Beautiful, beautiful. There you go. No, you got to go up and down. 6'1" in flats. Look, there you go. Profile. Look at that.
Good.
Thank you, Tamer.
And a phenomenal actress, if I must say. A phenomenal actress.
Hello, my name is Rebecca da Costa, and I'm playing Chelsea in the movie. She's the girlfriend of Ryan. And Chelsea is this cool rock chick. She loves her boyfriend, She's just crazy passionate about him. And she's a singer, so I'm really excited for that. I got to sing in the movie. And yeah, so she's really, just a cool girl, I would say. And I'm very happy to play her. Sean is like a sweetheart, I heard about his work before, and quite honest, I was like, oh my God, kind of intimidated by him. But the first moment I met him, we just clicked. He's really nice and sweet. And actually, we met on the salsa dance classes because we're doing a salsa number in the movie. And we first met there, and we just, were swinging and dancing, and it was just about fun and having a good time. So it has been a blast to work with him, yes. And Tama, he's just, what can I say? I love him. He's this big guy with this British accent, and he comes, hello, mate, And I just feel like hug him. They both have been very, very helpful to me, and made me feel very comfortable. And I'm very blessed to be a part of this cast.
But now you work for me. So drink your fucking drink, and welcome back to the game.
Danny Dyer as Mr. Frank and the lead villain is ridiculous. I can't wait to see the whole thing finished.
Danny is unbelievable. Danny is such a talent. He's another big UK name, and he'll be big in the US soon, I'm sure. He plays Mr. Frank, and Mr. Frank is the big evil genius that we spoke about before, who's a young entrepreneur who wants to join this, multi-billionaire club where they hold, death races, I guess you would call them, or tournaments of sorts. And Mr. Frank has put together this free running tournament.
My name's Danny Dyer, and I play Mr. Frank, the evil nemesis of Sean's character, Ryan. Just basically one horrible fucker. Simple as that. And I love that, you know. Sort of quite well known for doing that in England. But this one I'm taking it to the extreme, you know. Like cool, calm, collected. Just every single bone in my body is fucking evil. I love playing the bad guy, I've got to say. It's a real buzz. You know, you can go where you want with it, really. I like playing the bad guy with a smile. I like doing it in a very sinister way where I'm smiling and I'm in control. Me and Tam are good pals. I've known him for 10 years. We've done about 5 movies together in England, so he, you know, sent me the script. Loved it. Loved the idea of free runners, you know. I love the idea of these urban athletes. I've seen some of the videos of these free runners, and I mean, these guys have got some fucking bollocks, I've got to say, you know. I love people that, you know, adrenaline junkies. I like people who, you know, got no fear. You know, it turns me on. You know, I love that, and I think, you know, they're sexy people. And so, you know, it's a joy to be around them. Really, they take it very seriously as well. You won't think it, but they do think a lot about health and safety, and which I suppose you've got to when you're hanging off, you know, 60 feet, you know, from a girder. You know, all the running up the walls and all this sort of stuff. You know, I love all that, man. I just think if they get it right, the action sequences in this movie. You got to remember, we've got no money on this. It's so low budget. It's a big ask to try and pull this off. But if they do, fingers crossed. You know, I think we might have a special little film on our hands. I really do believe that.
Nothing great came from easy. Except great sex from easy women. And for the best, they loved it. I'm Seymour Cassell. I'm doing this movie because they paid me. Not a lot of money, not a little money, but some money. And I met some good guys. The crew is great. Sean is great. The guy I worked with, I liked him a lot. He was fun to work with. And that's what this business is supposed to be about. Fun and having fun. Unfortunately, it doesn't always work that way, but this has been a good shoot. I love the script. And I, you know, like coming down here. These guys they're cool. I met them. They got me drunk last night. Bastards. But made some good friends, and that's basically what life's about, making good friends and hopefully building relationships. Because I screw up enough of those as it is. But I think they'll do well with this. They got, you know, the enthusiasm, and it reminds me when I first started in New York with Cassavetes, and you know, the excitement we had of shooting, and then looking at the dailies and seeing what we shot. That I shot. Look at, I'm steady. No, you're not. Yes, I am. It should be fun. It should always be fun to do what we do. I'm lucky to still be doing it 50 years. It's cool.
Hi there, I'm Amanda Fuller. I'm playing Dolores in the movie Freerunner. The Freerunners are out of this world. They're jumping off walls, doing backflips on chain link fences. I mean, it's like stuff I've never seen before. The action of what these kids can do will blow your mind. And it's got a fun little kick to it with all the different characters and how we interact, and the cast is incredible. I play Tamer San's girlfriend, playing against type with Dolores, all the hair and makeup. But he's incredible to work with. It's one of a kind, and I'm just blessed to be here. It should be a great film. I'm excited to see it.
Hi, my name is Jimmy Lee Williams. The movie, Freerunner. I'm playing the role of Jock, the chief bodyguard of Mr. Franks. But right now, I'm gonna go up here to the bridge and whoop Ryan's ass. You know, I also have a stunt scene going on, but they're gonna have Ryan, you know, the good guy kill the bad guy. You know how movies are. But you know what they say about bad guys? I'm like Arnold Schwarzenegger. I'll be back. Jock is off set. Peace.
The Freerunners, just great, unbelievable. We have the best Freerunners in the world here. We've got Ryan Doyle, who's probably the #1 Freerunner in the world right now. He's our freerunning parkour choreographer.
Parkour kind of found me, you know. I mean, I've always done it as a kid. I never stopped moving. I never conformed to what people said was the right way to behave, and like, it's not socially accepted to climb trees. And I was like, why? It's fun, you know. And then it kind of spread. I was into like gymnastics, martial arts, and breakdancing, you know, all activities that involve just the body. So there's no equipment, there's no skateboard, no BMX. This is your tool. So you're born ready. And I just kind of just found love in movement, and then through just sheer luck, the media picked up on it, the music videos, commercial brand names wanted it, so I was kind of in the right place in the right time, at the right age, when parkour and free running was in demand by the media, so it's able to give me a career in what I love to do, so pretty lucky guy.
Nobody's done more for me my whole life than Reese. So why the fuck would they go through all that trouble, organise those races, pay us money, just to have it end like this?
Finch is an awkward teenager. Finch, he's a Brit. He's probably from Liverpool, because I have the same accent. So I came up with this character background. Finch got dragged over to America because his father changed jobs, so he's got issues with his father. He hates Americans, can't stand them, but he knows he has to deal with them every single day. But he's got this sense of uniqueness because he's different, and he wants to feel like he's special and better than everybody else. And then he meets Ryan, who's his like alter ego, and he hates the way he's so nice and everyone likes him, he gets along, and he's good at free running, so he's kind of got this he's got to compete with him all the time, this rivalry. But he keeps saying to like, Ryan, you need me, and all that, kind of trying to say like, I push you and all that, when actually it's the other way around. Finch needs Ryan to keep him going, and constantly needs to prove to himself that he's the best. So he's got a lot of issues, and he mainly only floats between two personalities, which is either pissed off or smug, and there's a fine line between them, you know what I mean? So that's Finch in a nutshell. You got Tama playing Reese, and is Cockney from London, and then Mr. Frank is also a Cockney from London, Danny Dyer, and I'm British too, and I'm a dick. It's like every bad guy in this movie is British. What does that say about my country? What are you saying? What are you saying?
I gotta tell you, I've been hanging out with these boys for a couple of weeks, and they've been giving me the lowdown on the parkour and the free running. It's unlike anything you've ever done. I've actually, I look at obstacles in a completely different light now, you know. And when I look at things, I'm like, okay, how would I try to get over that, or you know, what could I do to get through that as quickly as possible? I don't just look at it and say I want to go around it. Now I'm trying to figure out how to get over it.
This movie belongs to the actual freerunners, the stunt / freerunner guys. I mean, they're both incredible guys to hang out with, a lot of fun, and I respect the hell out of them. I mean, just physically what they can do, but just their character. I mean, so goofy and hilarious, and then when it's time to work, these guys are 100% laser precision, the jobs they do. Jumping from rooftop to rooftop. We just had a guy hanging over the side of this building that I'm sitting on right now.
We got Ryan Doyle here, who's the Red Bull Parkour World Champion. He's out of his mind. The stunts these guys are throwing is ridiculous.
We've really been very fortunate putting together an A-list, top-level free-running team. Knock on wood, but we've made it this far without any injuries, any serious injuries, and these guys, day in, day out, they continue to push the limits, and without complaining. They're having fun. They're doing exactly what they love, which has been phenomenal to watch. The first few days on set, I was biting my fingernails because I was nervous. You know, in between takes, they would be jerking around, playing around. They'd be doing flips, and you know, you're wondering, Jesus, I don't want anyone to get hurt before we actually film the movie. But after day 2, day 3, day 4, you start lighting up and watching them do what they do, and you've got to just let them go because they know what they're doing, and it's what they do. It's pretty amazing.
when you come through, he should feel it, right? And just stick with the
feel
hole.
it.
Oh, you got it actually. Yeah.
John, our assistant stunt coordinator, he's so funny. I've never met such a joker in my life, and when this production gets tedious, like halfway through it, you need a guy like that. I need John to just make the whole situation hilarious, which he does. And then you got Tony, the little Asian dude. I mean, everybody wants a Tony. He's got his own little thing going on. He's on his own journey, and I've never met anyone like him. I wish I had one. Jacob's kind of in the same boat as me. Jacob's playing Mitchell, but he's got that martial arts tricking background, so XMA, and I think he was national champion in America, and I was national champion in the UK, so we kind of got like the similar thing going on. We got to do a fight scene on these beams, and it's all like putting your foot in the right place and being well coordinated, well timed, and everything like got to work to a beat. And we trust each other because we're in the same area, and we kind of understand how each other moves because we've had that same background. Dylan, I'm so glad we got Dylan on board. He's playing West, and he's just like saving me at the moment because we need some athletes who are true parkour athletes who are like pure in the movements. He's got a massive jump, one of the biggest jumps I've ever seen, and his flow is amazing. And if it was all down to me to make that happen, I'd lose it because I'm trying to focus between choreographing fight scenes, doubling for some of the other guys, playing Finch, playing assassins, as well as coordinating the park. I just need somebody who knows what they're doing, you know what I mean? I don't need to tell them what to do. Same with Justin, they're fine, just leave them to it. They know, they've got it from their own point of view. That's the thing with parkour, when someone's got their own style of movement, you can't turn around and give them movements to do because it might not necessarily fit their style. I can only view the world and the environment from my point of view. I can't see it from their point of view, so I trust them to figure out a run or figure out a bit of choreography that would work for them, and then we'll incorporate that into the environment. So I'm really glad those guys are on board. Then we got excuse me, Joe Williams playing Turk. Him and Turk and Finch kind of have this little rivalry. They never say anything to each other. They don't offend each other. Turk knows how much of a dick Finch is, and he's just waiting one day to snap, and halfway through this movie he snaps and beats the shit out of me.
I'm one of the producers of the movie, but I also make a little cameo. I try to make a cameo in all the movies I do. This particular film, I play the role of Morris. Morris is a kind of a second-rate, really, really scuzzy kind of bar manager, jazz floor manager. Takes care of the women that are beautiful women that are working in the club. He kind of has some bad habits. He you know, in his own mind thinks he's dating every woman that works there. And that was a fun character to get into, and I think everyone's going to enjoy it because those smacks that you see are real smacks. I got smacked probably 8 or 9 times during that day, and was really feeling it. Rebecca did a really nice job of being method there and really landing those blows solidly. I really appreciated it. From the filmmaking perspective, it was awesome. The next day I definitely showed up a bit sore. For such a small film, Freerunner is all about the action and the stunts. It's been phenomenal. We've really been fortunate with our stunt coordinator, Rudy Weber, our stunt team, for that matter.
Oh yeah, it was good. Yeah, it was good rehearsal. We'll go again.
Nice.
Yeah, it was all good. Nice. Good speed. I mean, got up. There was a sudden stop at the bottom, so it kind of wedged me in my seatbelt. So that's why I popped my seatbelt. That's what made for him freak out when he looked down.
So I was hanging upside down. I was like, "Ow, that hurts." So I just emptied my seatbelt and fell to the other side, just so I could not be hanging upside down. And all crumpled in a ball, trying to turn around, wedged it in there.
God.
And that's when he looked over and went, "Oh my God!" And I started laughing. I'm like, "I'm good. It's good." We need 8.
Hi, my name is Eddie Fiola, and I'm on the set of Freerunner. And what we're going to do today is, or tomorrow actually, is we've got this zip line going all the way across the street. It's about 1,000 feet across. We've got it tensioned up by a couple come-alongs. We've got a couple safeties going on. We've got all backups, and it's going to be fun. It's going to be safe. It's going to be exhilarating.
Our stunt rigger Eddie Fiola has been phenomenal. This guy's will do whatever it takes to get the job done, and we're talking about multiple setups and stunts every single day we've been shooting. It's been really a huge effort on their part. I mean, we're pushing 2 units pretty much the whole time, and on a small film like this, it's pretty phenomenal what they're doing. Eddie handled all the rigging for the zip lines, all the rigging for any of the fight sequences on the bridges. And granted, a lot of the sequences don't have any rigging, but Eddie and Rudy were always there when we had to rig out, Reese hanging outside the window, or Reese's stunt double outside the window, or Sean Ferris outside the window. We always had rigging in place, and these guys were just top notch. We were really fortunate to have such an A-list stunt team on this small film.
Who are you?
I am the stunt woman for Rebecca. Who are you?
My name's John. I am the assistant coordinator, stunt coordinator, fight choreographer, stunt double for Sean Ferris and Dex. And today we're going to be doing the zip line from 16 stories down to about 10, 11, 10 and a half. We got 2 guys going up there right now to try it out, and they're going to test it, and then if the test goes good, then we're going to go up and shoot it. Well, that was cool. It was awesome. That was so much fun.
Yeah.
That was a good experience.
That was awesome.
Everything went good, so it's a good day. When everything goes good, it's a good day.
I'm shaking a little bit.
The stunt coordinator, Rudy Weber, and my second unit director, Rudy Weber, just fantastic, and what a great guy, and thank you so much for being here. And Eddie, thanks for coming and doing all that rigging, especially the zip line. Unbelievable. I mean, where do you see that in a smaller picture like this, or a big zip line? So really thanks a lot for all that. And hey, the producing team, fantastic. Warren Ostegard, Mike Cuddy, Sean Ferris and Dino May, thank you very much for making this happen. I just can't thank you guys enough for caring and really caring and providing me with what I needed to make a movie that we all saw and that we all knew could happen. So thank you very much.
Jeremy Sklar, we were really fortunate to have our writer on set. He did a lot of things on the fly, which was necessary to cater the script to Cleveland and the environment we were working in, and he was just absolutely phenomenal. Kind of the right hand to Lawrence Silverstein, our director, and doing really a nice job making sure that the story's being told.
Jeremy Sklar, Jeremy, you're amazing. You're an unbelievable writer, and I hope you get an agent out of this, because you really helped me, man. And you were more than just a writer, you're a collaborator. And so thank you very much. Appreciate that. And also, one last shout out to my nuevo hermano, Claudio Chea. Unbelievable talent, amazing. Claudio, you are my brother. You're the best collaborator I could have ever asked for. You are phenomenal. The picture looks amazing. And you just went above and beyond. You cared about every single little detail, every single thing. I can never, ever, ever thank you enough, hermano. I love you. All right, thanks.
Lawrence Silverstein, this is his directorial debut. He's done a fabulous job pushing the production forward, showing up day in, day out, and making sure that he's telling the story that he wants to tell. It's been really a lot of fun working with him.
Yeah, Lawrence is he's a prick, to be honest with you. I mean, that guy's one fucking prick. And I mean, I've met some pricks in my time, but I mean, this kid's the biggest prick of them all. No, I'm joking. You know, he's great. He's got good energy. You know, he's like a kid in a sweet shop, really. And I like that. You know, I've worked with directors that, you know, they're pretty aggressive, they rule with an iron fist, but I mean, this guy, he's the opposite. You know, he's just excited to be on set, and he's you know, he's open to suggestions, and you know, he trusts us as actors, and I think that's always great. You know, he's not that controlling. So, and it's tough for him. It's a tough gig. Sure, there'd have been a lot of directors who would have just gone, not for me, for the amount of time and the money. It's not doable. But I wish him all the best. I'd like to work with him again, hopefully with a bit more money and a bit more time. You know.
Being an Ohio native, it was kind of like a homecoming to come back, and there was something romantic about coming back to Cleveland to shoot a film and make a movie here. It was really cool to be able to come here and shoot a film where you grow up. Cleveland's been incredible. They open their doors for us. Every film has its challenges, but you know, the Cleveland crew has been phenomenal. They showed up every day and really push, and I think it's been a really awesome experience for everyone involved. And you know, we feel good about bringing film to Ohio and helping, you know, create a stronger infrastructure here, because the more movies that are made in Ohio, the stronger Ohio is going to be, the stronger the film community is going to be. So it was really fun coming here, and the Ohio State Incentive, Jeremy Hawthorne and Ivan Schwartz of the Cleveland Film Commission were instrumental in making sure we had what we needed, and making sure that we were able to access the incentive the state offers.
Our crew, I mean, think about it. We're lugging stuff. I say we, right? They're lugging stuff up day in, day out, up to rooftops, back down, breaking the day. I mean, these are long days. These are really tough days, and these guys keep cranking it out, keep cranking the work. I mean, it is both a totally physically taxing shoot and a creatively taxing shoot.
The producers, the team, the crew, the actors, everyone's kind of, with this job, everyone's kind of mucking in and helping out. In parts it's difficult, as it's always going to be, you know, it's an independent movie. But, you know, whatever obstacles we get, we're all treading over it together. So there's a nice unity here, there's a bond. Everyone's a team player, which is great. We've got no divas and no one sort of, you know, giving us a hard time, because I don't think there's room for it here. We've got such a tight schedule and such a tight budget that we have to get in, be professional, stick together, and get out. And I think, honestly, I think Warren and Lawrence are keeping that together.
Yeah. Thanks, guys.
Movies like this are always so challenging and stressful for the whole team, and I really want to compliment the team for really staying in it to win it, and showing up every day and pushing and pushing and pushing, because when you make a movie in 18 days, a movie like this that should be done in 40 days, it's pretty phenomenal what people can do if they really rally.
This movie wouldn't be possible without our free runners and our stunt guys. Thank you so much, guys. Nice job. Very nice job. And I want to thank all of you on behalf of Lawrence and Warren and all of us for very hard work on a very difficult shoot. Thank you so much. That's a picture wrap up Freerunner Cleveland! Yeah!
And that's a wrap, folks. And so glad that you bought the DVD, and I really hope you enjoyed the movie. And love everybody. Peace. What a long, strange trip it's been. Right on.